Your junior high girls are facing off against East Poinsett County. EPC is starting the ball off on their side of the court. Up for three, shot is going to be off by Williams. And it's going to go in Cross Cane's direction. Avery Johnson, but they're going to call her with a travel.
Yeah, she took a step there, stopped, then took another step.
Henderson going to send it over across the court. Up for three, and Williams is going to be off. It's going to go into the hands of Ania Coffey.
I think we almost saw Ania do the same thing there at half court that Avery did on that time in. She recovered well.
Miller over to Johnson for three, and it's going to be off, and it's going to be rebounded by Gaines. Up for the shot, and it's good by Harston. Got a timeout, Coach James, 30 seconds. We'll be back. And we're back from that timeout. Ball is going to be tipped over. Goes in the hands of Williams. Up for the shot, and it's going to be good off the backboard. Ania Coffey going to go inside, sends it back out to Avery Johnson, and Johnson's going to pass it off to Miller. Miller going to bounce pass it over to Coffey. Coffey's going to go inside. Shot's going to get blocked, and it's going to go into the hands of EPC's number 33. Williams on the dribble. She's going to call the draw a foul. Foul's going to be on Avery Johnson. Quick pass inside to Shepard. It's going to be off, and Miller gets her hands on it. Miller's going to lose the dribble, but picks it back up. Gets it to Wilson, and Wilson over to Johnson. Ania Coffey all the way across to Miller. Miller back to Wilson, and Wilson to Johnson. Playing the game really slow right now. Cross Cane's taking their time, keeping it outside of that three-point line. Tries to get it across to Johnson. It's going to go into the hands of EPC. Miller picks it back up, but her shot's going to be off. Gaines for EPC taking it down. Going to send it to Harston, and it's going to be good for two. Puts EPC at 6, Cross County 0. Coffey looking for an option. She's got defenders all over. Gets it out to Wilson, and Wilson's going to send it across to Johnson. Johnson back out to Miller. Miller's going to go for it herself, puts it up, and it's going to be off. Richardson goes for the shot, and she's going to draw the foul. Gaines going to send it over to Williams up for the shot, and it's going to roll in.
Brooklyn's going to take it down here. Pass over to Wilson.
Shot's going to be short. And Williams is going to be taking it back down to EPC side. Going to be out of bounds. They're going to say cross-county touched it last. Coming in for EPC, we've got number 20, Sweeney. And taking a seat is going to be Harston. Up for three, and it's going to be off the mark by Williams. Johnson gets the rebound. It's going to be going back to Cross County side of the court. Shot's going to be off. Out of bounds, going EPC's direction.
It looked like Milo was trying to draw the foul there, but it did not happen.
No, ended up going out of bounds. Tries to go for the pass, but it is straight out. Johnson for three. It's going to be off. It's going to be rebounded by EPC.
Oh.
For it. It's going to be
Sorry, that was loud.
It's going to be a foul on Mila. She took a tumble, but they're going to end up calling her for the foul before she fell. At the line shooting for EPC is number 2, Henderson. Henderson's going to be good. Less than a minute left in the ball game. EPC 11, Cross County 1. Not ball game, first quarter.
We've had several opportunities down here to shoot. We just haven't been able to put it in the goal tonight.
At the line shooting for EPC is number 12, Gaines. First shot's going to be off. Gaines up for the second, and it's going to be off and picked up by Cross County. For the shot, and it's going to be good by Sweeney. EPC great at passing, moving the ball quickly and getting to where they need to go with it. Ball's going to be picked up by Gaines. Johnson gets a hand on it and is taking it back down. But it's going to be picked up again by Gaines, going back to EPC's basket, and that one's going to be good for 2. Puts EPC at 15. Cross County still at 1. This was out of bounds. Nia just stepped over that line. So we go in EPC's direction.
4 seconds left in the first quarter here.
This first quarter has flown by. EPC has gotten some quick points up on the board.
Mm-hmm.
So it was out of bounds on EPC. It's going back Cross County's direction. Looks like Young kind of did the same thing that Coffee did.
With 1 second, she shoots from the half-court line and misses.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Cross County 1, EPC 15. We'll be back in a minute with the start of the second. And we're back with the start of the second quarter. Right now, EPC's out front 15, Cross County 1.
Brooklyn shooting from the line here.
It's going to be good. Miller up for the second one. That one's going to be off. Goes for the shot, but Miller's going to pick it up. She's got 2 defenders to break around. She's going to draw the foul.
Brooklyn was determined to take that ball all the way to the goal.
She was.
Just as she got in there.
And she's really one of those players that's hard to stop without drawing the foul. Up for it, and it's going to bounce out.
That circled that rim. I think we should count it at least a little bit.
Get a half point up there. Up for the second shot, and that one's going to be good. Henderson's got some stress on her, and Johnson and Wilson are going to force the travel. Miller going to get it back to Johnson, and Johnson to Wilson. Wilson inside to Richardson. Back out to Johnson for 3, but her shot's going to be blocked by Williams.
Looks like the EPC coach here is going to make some substitutions.
Tries to get it to Mila. It's going to go into the hands of Williams. Williams and Wilson going to be called for a jump ball. It's going to be going EPC's direction. Nice job by Johnson. Going to use some defense and get the ball back on Cross County's side.
And you've seen Johnson not be in the right spot at the right time to be able to break up some of those passes.
Johnson's a great player for Cross County's basketball team. Miller for 3, and it's going to be off. Great at shooting, great at defending. EPC's shot's going to be off. Wilson going to force the ball, but they're going to end up calling a jump ball. Still going to be going Cross County's direction.
Brooklyn loses the ball there. So we're headed back toward EPC's direction.
Gaines starting off slow. Going to get it over to Henderson. Henderson back over to Gaines. Inside to Williams for the shot, and it's going to be good for 2. Johnson to Miller. Miller's going to lose her dribble there for a sec. It's going to be out of bounds, going EPC's direction.
It looks like it bounced right off Miley's foot there. She was trying to grab that pass.
Did. Coming in for EPC, we've got Young. Gaines tries to get it to Harston under the net, but it's just going to go out of bounds. Johnson going to get it to Coffey. Coffey inside of Richardson. She's going to draw the foul. Richardson's going to miss the first. And the second one's going to be good. Puts Cross County at 4. EPC still out front at 17.
Just over 3.5 minutes left in this half.
Tries to get it to Gaines. Going to go out of bounds. Going Cross County's direction. Wilson inbounding, going to get it to Miller. Miller's got all the pressure on her. She's going to break some defenders, going to get it back up to Johnson. Wilson across to Avery. Avery inside to Richardson, up for the shot off the backboard, and it's off. Going to call a jump ball, going EPC's direction. Coming in for the Warriors is Sweeney. Taking a seat is Young.
I think there's some confusion on the court about who got the ball there for a second.
Gaines setting up her offense, looking at her options. Going to get it to Williams. For 3, Sweeney's going to be off. Going to be out of bounds. They're going to say it touched Richardson's leg. A little bit of a battle over who's going to get the ball. No one can quite keep a hand on it. Miller's going to come out with it off the backboard, and it's good for 2. Wilson needing some help. Miller over to Johnson, and Johnson to Coffey. She had defenders all over. Cross to Coffee for 3. And it's going to be off the mark. Rebounded by Henderson for EPC. Timeout EPC, 30 seconds. We'll be back.
And we're back. Minute and 53 left in the half. Cross County's going to have the ball. Brooklyn's going to be the one to take it down court here. Brooklyn's going to pass over to Johnson, who's going to pass to Coffee back at the top. Johnson on the left side up for a 2. And it bounces around the goal, but it does not go in. There's going to be a little fight under the goal for it.
Looks like they're going to call a foul
on Mala.
Miller going to take it down. She's going to draw the foul. Miller at the line getting ready to shoot. Up for it, and that one's going to be good.
Does he want something to do?
And the second one's going to be good. Puts Cross County at 8. EPC 17. Shot is going to be off. And that one's going to be good for 2 more. Miller going to go for it. It's going to roll in. 2 more on the board. Puts Cross County at double digits. 9-point ball game.
1 minute left in this half.
Going to get a charge. Charge is going to be on Gaines. That's her second foul of the ball game.
We've seen here as EPC has tried to speed up their offense. They're getting a little sloppy down here under the goal and keep throwing the ball out.
Inside to Richardson. She's got girls all over. Gets it to Coffee over to Johnson for 3. It's going to be off, and Wilson gets the rebound. Miller up for it. She's going to get the and one. Seven-point ball game. Coming in for EPC is number 5, Young. 32 seconds left in the first half. Miller up for it. It's going to be off. Out of bounds. Going Cross County's direction.
What is, we're not sure what's happening.
Excuse me, EPC's direction.
He called a foul there is what happened. Foul on number 1, Johnson. .25 seconds left in this half.
Young for three. It's going to be off and rebounded by Ashlyn Richardson. Miller taking it down. Up for it's going to be off. Rebounded by Young. Up for the shot, and it's good by Sweeney.
4 seconds. Oh.
And that's going to be the end of the first half of this junior high girls matchup against the EPC Warriors. Right now, Warriors out front 21, Thunderbirds 12. We'll be back in a few minutes with the start of the second half.
And we're back. The start of the third quarter. Excuse me. I ate the microphone. Wilson's going to pass out to Coffee. He's going to throw over to Johnson. She shoots for 3.
It's going to be off, out of bounds, going EPC's direction. Mila got a last-hand grip on it. Gaines taking it down. Going to get it over to Henderson, and Henderson across to Williams. Williams back out to Gain, kind of slowing things down. We saw a fast offense the first quarter, first half. Gaines outside to Williams, up for it. It's going to be off. Johnson gets the rebound and gets it to Coffee. Up for it. They're going to call a foul.
Is that a foul on EPC? They got a charge.
It wasn't. Johnson inbounding gets it to Coffee for 3. It's going to be off. Goes out of bounds, but they're going to say it touched EPC last. Johnson to Miller for 3. Still going to be off. Richardson gets the rebound, but it's going to be tipped out of bounds. Still touches EPC last, so it's staying on Cross County's side of the court.
Coffee's trying to figure out where to throw the ball to. She passes to Johnson, who comes around and throws it to Richardson, but it misses.
Up for the shot, and it's going to be off. Johnson going to tip it, but it's out of bounds. Gaines inside, up for the shot, and it's going to be off. She gets her own rebound, still not going to go in. Going to be tipped out of bounds, but they're going to say that Cross County touched it.
Mila touched it there at the last. Honestly, looked like a little bit of a volleyball move, but it got the ball out of bounds.
Henderson going to get it out to Williams. Williams up for it from the line. She's going to draw a foul. Foul's going to be on Ania Coffee.
It's her second foul.
Williams going to miss the first one. And that one's going to be off as well. It's going to be out of bounds, saying Cross County touched it last. Staying on EPC's side of the court. Williams over for the shot. It's going to be off.
Miller's going to take the ball down the court.
Gets it over to Avery Johnson. Johnson back over to Miller. Williams tries to tip. It's not going to work. Miller, easy layup. She had defenders all around her, but she made the shot look easy. Seven-point ball game. EPC.
I wish we had a camera on us right now. You would have all seen Lexi count with her fingers.
Done it ever since I started. For 3, EPC is going to be good. Nothing but net. Puts EPC at 24.
It makes it a 10-point ball game, Lexi. That one's easy.
Thank you. Miller and Coffee back and forth. They're going to call a jump ball, staying Cross County's direction. Looks like they're thinking something over.
They got to decide which direction this is really going to go.
It's actually going
Interesting.
EPC's direction. Tries to get it to Gaines. I think Miller tried to go for the block, but she kind of runs into her and draws the foul.
It's going to be Brooklyn's first foul of the ball game.
Gaines over to Henderson. Gonna get it inside for the shot, and it's gonna be good off the backboard. 26 Warriors, Cross County 14.
Just under 2:45 left in the third quarter. Coffee finds Wilson on the right side, who then passes across the court. Johnson's going to get the ball, pass it to Miller. Miller's going to dribble in. She gets tripped up there.
Off the backboard, and it's good by Gaines. Timeout, Coach James. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Johnson gonna get it to Zaria Robinson. Gaines gonna send it down to Williams, up for the shot, and it's gonna roll in.
.145 left in the third quarter.
It's gonna go out of bounds. Looks like Mala couldn't quite get a hand on it. Inbounding, we've got Henderson. Henderson's gonna get it to Williams. Sweeney gonna get it over to Williams. Up for the shot, and it's gonna be off by Harston. Robinson to Morgan for three. It's gonna be off, but Wilson gets the rebound. Gonna call a jump ball. Actually, gonna call a foul. Foul's gonna be on Williams.
It's her first foul of the ball game. Wilson's going to pass over to Johnson on the right side, who passes into Robinson.
They're going to get Robinson with a travel.
Just under 1 minute left here.
Over to Henderson. Henderson across to Sweeney. Sweeney for three, and it's gonna be short. Morgan over to Wilson. Tries to get it to Johnson. It's gonna go out of bounds. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. EPC 30, Cross County 14. Henderson to Sweeney for three, and it's going to be too hard. Up for the shot, and it's going to be short. Got a travel on Williams.
1.8 seconds left here in this quarter, and I thought they were going to let that time run out.
I thought so too. They've slowed down a lot this second half. And that's going to be off, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. EPC 30, Cross County 14. We'll be back in a few minutes with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're back from that timeout. EPC 30, Cross County 14. Robinson gonna get it to Wilson to take down. Gets it to Johnson for three. It's gonna be off.
I'm not sure Johnson has hit a single three tonight.
I don't think she has either, and that's a little bit
surprising.
Yep, abnormal for Johnson. You see her shooting those threes all the time. Tries to get it inside to Williams, but it's going to go out of bounds. But they're going to say that Adley Morgan touched it last, so it's going to be staying on EPC's side of the court. Up for the shot, it's going to be off. No one quite going to get a grip on it. It's going to be going Cross County's direction. Got a timeout. We'll be back in a moment. And we're back from that timeout. Miller taking it down the court. Gonna get it to Johnson. Johnson across to Robinson. Inside to Morgan up for it, and she's gonna draw the foul.
Foul on number 32. That's gonna be her second foul of the ball game. We're gonna see Morgan here at the line.
I believe this will be the first time we've seen Morgan at the line tonight. Up for it, that's going to be off. And that one's going to be off. It's going to be going EPC's direction. Gaines taking it down.
Looks like EPC is going to slow down their offense here. They seem to be doing better when they keep a slower offense.
Richardson going to get the rebound. Hands it to Miller, but she's going to lose her dribble. Everybody's struggling to get a hand on it.
Got a little dog pile there in the middle of the court.
Looks like we got a timeout called. We'll be back in a minute. And we're back from that timeout. Less than 5 minutes left in the ball game. EPC 30, Cross County 14. Johnson tries to tip it. And it looks like APC's number 32, Harston's going to draw the foul, be at the line shooting. That foul was on Ashlyn Richardson, her first foul of the ball game. Shot's going to be off, but it's rebounded by Gaines. Off the mark. Miller tries to get it back in. I'm going to say she touched it last, and it's going to be staying on APC's side of the court. Gaines inbounding it. Going to get it to Williams. Going to get Williams with the travel going Cross County's direction. Miller tries to get it to Morgan, but Gaines is going to sweep in there. Up off the backboard, and it's good for two. Miller going to travel. I'd say she took a little step there. Gaines gonna bounce it over to Henderson. Henderson back to Gaines. Up for the shot, and Young is gonna be good. Johnson taking it down. Gonna get it off to Wilson and back to Johnson. Morgan for three. It's going to be off. They're going to say it touched the back pole.
You just made that up.
I thought that's what they said.
3:36 left in this ball game. It is a 20-point ball game here. Pass to Morgan by accident there. She's going to pass him to Johnson, who will miss just a little bit over her head. EPC is going to take the ball out.
Shot's going to be good by Young. 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. APC 37, Cross County 14. We got a double dribble going back APC's direction. Timeout. Cross County. We'll be back in 1 minute. And we're back from that timeout.
EPC is going to have the ball here with just under 3 minutes left in the ball game.
It's going to be off. Cross County fighting for the ball. Audrey Wood going to come out with it.
I think this is the first time we've seen her off the bench tonight. Two minutes and 20 seconds left.
It's like Wilson's going to force EPC to lose the ball there. It's going to be going Cross County's direction. Wood to Wilson. Wood for three. It's going to be off. Wood going to get it to Wilson. Wilson back to Wood. They're going to call a foul. Foul is going to be on number 11, Harbin.
It's going to be her first foul of the game here with just under 2 minutes left to play.
Up for three, and it's good.
That is going to be, I thought it was 3-2. They ended up calling that for 2. But yeah, that looked like that was on a 3.
Shot's going to be off.
Ball will be out on Cross County.
Coming in for the Warriors, number 1, Barnes. Shot's going to be good by EPC. Up for it too, hard of a shot. Gonna be out of bounds, but they're gonna say EPC touched it last, so it's gonna be staying on Cross County's side of the court. Got a jump ball going Cross County's direction. Wilson for the mid-range. It's going to be off. Woods comes out of it with the rebound. Inside to Wilson for the same shot. Still going to be off.
Ball's going to go out of bounds on Cross County.
EPC for three. It's going to be off and goes into the hands of Wilson. Up for it. Wilson's going to get the and one.
Foul on Harbin. That'll be her second foul. 34 seconds left. Wilson for the free throw.
It's going to be good.
The clock is messed up again. I thought it was still running.
No, the clock is having some problems here tonight.
I think the story for tonight, Lexi, is that we have taken plenty of attempts to make shots here. We just can't get the ball in the hole.
Wilson's going to be good that
Should
time.
have said that earlier. Just under 8 seconds.
Nice job by Wilson. Going to tip it out of bounds. 4 seconds left in the ball game.
Well, Lexi, it's been an absolute pleasure to commentate this ball game with you tonight. I'm going to step out for the senior high game. There's going to be a special guest commentator.
Audrey Wood. I can't wait to join the mic with her. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this junior high matchup. EPC is going to come out with the win 39, Cross County 21. We'll see your senior high girls starting their matchup in just a few minutes.